Today I'm meeting someone who used to make his living from growing the plant commercially.
I'm on my way to meet a cannabis farmer, which is someone who grows cannabis, sets up these farms and grows, I'm guessing, quite a quantity of it and to sell on. And for that reason, we've got to meet in a neutral location. I suppose because he's quite concerned about security and his own safety. I think this is the place now. Here we are.
He'll only meet me on condition that I don't say where he's from and I don't show his face. Let's just call him Rob.
Doesn't look like he's here yet, so I'll pull up and have a little look around.
Cannabis farmers spread out first into the suburbs and then into the countryside as the police crack down on the weed factories in cities. Now many of them operate in remote places like this, where they can grow unnoticed.
Suppose I'll just wait now. Bit Guy Ritchie here, innit? All right, mate.
All right.
I'm James, how you doing? You were a cannabis farmer. Could you tell me what that means?
Exactly as it sounds. I grew cannabis. I would put plants in pots. I would grow them, I would water them, I would feed them. I would make sure they were warm enough, make sure they had the right amount of light. You know, you crop them, trim them, dry them, and then pass it on to the wholesalers.
How long were you doing this for? How long were you a cannabis farmer for?
Over a decade.
So tell me a bit about the money, actually. Tell me, like, how much would you be earning from this?
Maybe 40, 50,000 a year. I mean, in this day and age, 40 grand a year is fuck all, really, isn't it?
Well, it's a decent wage.
It's a decent wage.
People think if you're growing drugs, essentially, you're going to be on millions or whatever. And...
Yeah, well, I'm sure there are some people in the world who are. In fact, we all know damn well there are people in the world who are, but like not us, not my sort of people at all. I mean, the majority of people I know who are in this business are not loaded. A lot of them are very comfortable, but they're not loaded.
Rob would earn his money setting up and running a fully kitted-out cannabis farm in a place like this.
So is this the sort of room that you would use?
It's the sort of size, obviously, it would need a new roof on it for a start and a wall, but yeah, you could use somewhere like this.
And how would you go about using the space?
Making sure it's well insulated for a start, and yeah, I'd probably put 400 or 500 plants in here with quite a bit of space between them. Makes it a bit easier to work with them. Means you can keep an eye on them and make sure they're all doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
What I wanted to find out, though, was did Rob work alone when he set up a factory? Or was he working for or with anyone else?
I don't consider myself being part of a gang. Yeah, I'm an individual operator.
How many people like you did you know? Say, rough guess, how many people in England, let's say, that might be doing what you're doing?
I mean, on the sort of level I was doing, tens of thousands, if not more. It is a very, very common thing, although it's getting tougher for people because the police are busting a lot more people through it now. So it's essentially what's happening now is the only people who are producing this and making money out of it now really are the organised gangs. Is when you put the frighteners on people by busting people left, right and centre, naturally most people will lose their nerve essentially and pack it in. So the only people who are prepared to do it are going to be the people who really don't give a monkeys. And they are the organised gangs. So the only thing that police are doing at the moment is putting more power, more money into the hands of the organised gangs.
Rob believes that organised gangs are behind the bulk of UK cannabis production, which is why busting factories is now a bigger priority for the police. I've been following Avon and Somerset Police for 4 weeks on Operation Viscount, which is targeting cannabis factories, not just in the cities, but in rural areas too. In Bridgewater, the police have received intelligence about a large-scale cannabis factory in the heart of the countryside.
It's a Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act warrant, and the reason we've obtained this warrant is because we've had recent intel that they have been cultivating cannabis in the farm buildings there, and if you flip over you'll find an aerial view of where we'll be going to search.
Good to go then?
Yep, fine.
Let's go.
The police have been tipped off that there might be anywhere between 300 to 1,000 plants being grown on the farm.
Well, DC Richardson, I'm from Bridgewater Police Station.
Yeah.
What I have here is a warrant to search these premises under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971.
There are no signs of any plants being grown. If cannabis was being cultivated, it would be difficult to hide a professional setup.
I'd expect to be able to smell 1,000 plants.
Farming country. It smells of shite.
It's a fruitless 30-minute search until one policeman detects a faint smell from some haystacks. And this time, it's not coming from a cow. There is a secret building behind the haystack, which may be what they're looking for.
Oh, this is excellent. That's the result. A result and a half.
The entrance to this secret building is on the opposite side of the barn, so the officers dash round.
The building which is concealed within this barn is beyond this corrugated iron. Okay, let's see what we're going to deal with now.
It's basically some metal.
Yeah.
It's metal all the way through the other side.
The door is purpose-built out of cast iron and is proven very difficult to open.
One hell of a door. You wonder what it's concealing, don't you?
Hit the door there.
40 minutes of hard graft finally pays off.
1, 2, 3, go. Yeah. Stay where I can.
Whoever has built this has gone to great lengths in setting it up.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's looking good.
All that effort, eh? Well worth it in the end.
Looks like we've got full capsules, isn't it? We've got these two and the two next door. These are quite mature ones in there as well.
The police find over 400 plants worth an estimated £400,000. A man and a woman were later arrested for cannabis production.
That is an excellent result.
Yeah, well
No,
done.
we're happy with that.
Right, let's go back outside and figure out what the plan of attack is going to be now.
The number of factories uncovered by the police has soared by 850% in the last 4 years. No part of the country is immune from this boom. Even rural areas like this, where growers think they can go unnoticed. The cannabis from this rural factory could have ended up on any street in Britain. It could have stayed local. Down the road from Bridgewater is Glastonbury, home to a teenager in trouble with the law for his cannabis habit. It's 8 AM on a Tuesday morning, and I'm at the home of 14-year-old Nathan.
Hello.
Hello there.
You all right?
Are you Kerry?
Yes.
I'm James. Nice to meet you. Is that okay we come in yet?
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Kerry's son Nathan is a heavy cannabis smoker.
No. We've got a visitor, sir.
Morning, Nathan. I'm sorry to do this to you, mate. It must be horrible us all barging into your room in the morning. So have you not got to be up for school this morning?
Yeah. No, he's got to go out to bail at 11:30.
Oh, really?
Legal, yeah.
So what's he answering bail for?
Probably burglary or something. Right, let's give him 2 minutes.
Oh, Colin, we'll give you a minute to wake up.
Nathan's been committing burglary. He attends a school for students with behavioural difficulties.